Today we will be taking a look at the Asetek Forte Pedal upgrade. In the box you get a new spring for your pedal and a cool LED strip to pimp up your rig. I have been using Asetek products for about a year now. I have the Asetek La Prima bundle with the wheelbase, the steering wheel and the pedals. I am a pretty average sim racer who mainly plays iRacing. I love to drive the GT3s. I have about 1600 iRating at the moment, but I've been closer to 6000 before. The main thing I struggle with is applying throttle exiting corners. As sim racers and professional drivers like to do so often, I like to blame my equipment and not my skills. Of course, I do not expect these new pedals to fix all of my problems, I will just need to practice. But still, I hope they help me a bit. Here you can see me crashing out a bit and what I struggle with the most. So let's take off these pedals and get to work. First I had to get a few tools to demount my pedals. After this I decided to give them a good clean because they were full of gamer dust. Then you can see I started with the pedal upgrade. It's a very easy install. It took me about 5 minutes, so that's not long at all. It's very easy, you just need a few tools. Here you can see me applying the spring. There are two different springs in the package, one stiffer one and one looser one. I decided to use the looser one. Now you can see me starting the installation of the LED strip. This was not as easy as the pedals. It took me about 30 minutes to install this. First you have to take off the bottom of your pedals, then you need about 3 or 4 different types of screwdrivers, which is not that easy. It would have been better to just have the same one in my opinion. Here you can see me messing about with the new cables you need to apply. So yes, I struggle with this quite a lot. I think this is not for everyone. Do not get this for your child, or if you don't know how to use a screwdriver, just do not get this upgrade. So this was what I found the weirdest about the upgrade, is that you just have to put on the base again. So you just have to use the glue that's already applied and hope it sticks. The finish to me was not that great. Of course you don't see it when you mount it to the rig, but still it was not that nice in my opinion. Here are some quick before and afters. It really does look a lot better with the LED strip in my opinion. In this picture you can really see the spring now in place. Now let's look at some pros and cons of this upgrade. What I really liked about the upgrade is the adjustability. You can really fit the pedals as you want. You can make them stiffer or less stiff, and you can make them longer or shorter. This is however you prefer, and I really like that I gave this option to you. Now the throttle pedal feeling is the first thing you notice when you start racing again. I was much more confident in my driving style. I was able to follow cars a lot closer. I didn't really spin out as much anymore. So I added in some clips for you so you can see. I really was a lot more confident driving. As an example, in this corner here I would usually stay a bit further away of the other cars to not spin out, but now I can just follow them with ease. I really have a lot more resistance on the pedal when exiting the corner, which really is a good feeling. This is a corner where I would spin out a lot because you have to go into first gear and apply like half throttle to get a good exit, but now it's pretty much effortless and I am able to follow these guys around the track, which really gave me a good feeling racing. Of course this part of the track is all flat, but still I just want to show you that I can now follow these guys without doubting myself. Here we are going to another corner where I struggle a lot, but now I can just join the battle with these guys without doubting myself. This is a corner where I would sometimes spin out, but now I can just apply throttle easily and can monitor how much I want easily, so this is great. This is another corner where you need to apply like half throttle to get a good exit, and this is pretty effortless now. Of course, it takes some practice in the beginning, but it gave me a good feeling. Another pro for me is the vibes. You get a cool LED strip, which really makes my sim racing room a lot cooler. You can choose the colors in the Race Hub software, which is a great feature. And also a great thing is that it matches with iRacing. So for example, you can get yellow flags or blue flags on it. You don't really notice while racing, but it's just a fun thing to have. A con for me was the LED installation. Maybe I'm not the most handy person, but it took me like about 30 minutes. And it's not that user friendly. It's not for everyone, and especially the bottom, which you have to stick back on, is not great in my opinion. There should be better options there, in my opinion. Another con, of course, that it doesn't fix your skill issues. You still have to drive yourself, and I still mess up a lot. As you can see here, I still ruin my race and other people's races by spinning out of corners. But that's just practice, I guess. Another example here is me just making a mistake. Yeah, it still happens. But overall, it's an 8 out of 10 for me. It's about 150 euros, which is a great price instead of having to buy a new pedal set entirely. So that's why I bought Asetek in the first place, so you can upgrade it whenever you want. Just great. Thank you for watching my upgrade. Please make sure to sub to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my Twitch account or follow on Twitch. It's really appreciated. See you next time.